guys have been so much fun tonight, Detroit. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. You know, proved me right. This is why you go to Detroit, you know? No, for real. It's like an amazing audience. Beautiful, diverse. And the city's been cool too. We've been seeing a few things here and there. I had a fight with my friend, Dave. He directs these specials, and he said to me the one day, he's like, yo, dude, what are you doing during the day? And I was like, oh, might go eat, might do something. He's like, dude, why don't we go check out all the museums in Detroit? I was like, maybe one. And he's like, what do you mean one? I was like, yeah, well, I'm not all. What do you mean all? He's like, dude, have you been here before? You know how many amazing museums they got? I'm like, yes, but it's still a museum. I'll do one, and that's it. I don't have that much stamina. I can't do as many as you, right? And he's like, well, what do you mean you can't do as many as me? How do you know? I was like, dude, because you're white, you enjoy doing that. I was just joking. I was just teasing him. I just tease him. He got so offended so quickly, right? He's like, what did you say? I was like, no, because he's like, dude, white people don't love museums. What are you even talking about? Museums aren't even in the top 5 things white people love, okay? He said it with such confidence and with such conviction. I was like, what is the top 5? Because what a strange phrase. He was like, that's not even in the top 5. In his bedroom, he has a list on the wall of the top 10 things. It was amazing. I thought about it and I was like, no, it is. I stick with my decision. Museums would be. Because no, it's not even a bad thing. White people love museums. A lot of people enjoy museums, but white people love museums. Love museums. There's not a single place on earth where white people have settled and not built a museum. It doesn't matter. White people love museums. Have you ever seen white people in a museum? Have you ever seen them? They just walk around smiling with their hands behind their back.
Yeah.
Yep, that was us. And that was us too. It's been a good run. White people love museums. What are you talking about? It would easily be in the top. I wouldn't put it at number 1, but it would be in the top 5. You know? Yeah, I thought about it. I was like, if I was to have a top 5 things white people love, I'd put museums at number 5. At number 4, I'd put swimming. Right? Because white people love swimming, and there's nothing wrong with that. Have you seen white people swim? You look stunning. Stunning. Because whenever white people swim, you do that thing with your hair, you come out of the water just and it just goes perfectly back like a duck. I would love swimming too. White people love swimming. White people love swimming so much that they made it that you can win more medals at the Olympics swimming than any other discipline. Yeah, that's how much white people love swimming. I realized this the one day. There was an argument going on about who the greatest Olympian of all time is, right? And the final 2 was Michael Phelps and Usain Bolt. And then one of the arguments was, well, Michael Phelps is better because he has more medals. And I was like, yeah, because he cheated. Yeah, he won them swimming. I'm not saying Michael Phelps is not a great Olympian. I'm just saying you can't count the medals in the argument, right? Because in swimming, it's the only discipline where you win more medals for doing the same thing in a slightly less efficient manner. It makes no sense. Think about it. They'll be there. It's 100-meter freestyle. Done. Gold medal. Yeah. And now this. Another medal, yeah. And this one? Another medal. But what about this one? Another medal. That's some bullshit. I don't care what anyone says. You can't win more medals. Usain Bolt doesn't have that luxury. When Usain Bolt runs, it's the 100-meter and it's done. And he marks, set, pa, run, get to the end, win, gold medal. That's it. Yeah, he doesn't get to turn around and be like, that was an amazing race and now I'm going to do it butterfly style. It's not a thing. I mean, it should be, but it's not. White people love swimming, so they made that the rule. I get it. It would have to be. It would have to be, yeah. That would be my top 5 things. I'll go museums at number 5, swimming at number 4. Number 3, being flabbergasted. White people love being flabbergasted. Come on. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You ever seen when a white person's having like a bad day, something's gone wrong, and they always do that thing with their face, they just get flabbergasted, it's like, oh. White people love being flabbergasted. You'll see it in supermarkets all the time. There's like a long line, right? Like only one cashier is open. Everyone's standing there patiently. There'll always be one white person who pops out like, why don't they open the other? Are you serious? Why don't they? Are you? The only thing white people love more than being flabbergasted is finding another white person to flabbergast with. Have you seen that? Yo, whenever that happens, magic. It is absolute magic. A white person will be flabbergasting. They'll make eye contact with another white person, and then they'll flabbergast together. It's like they Voltron their flabbergasting into a super flabbergast. You see them look over and just be like, oh, are you seeing that? I know. And that's one of the keys to flabbergasting I've learned. You have to exhale. You have to let it all out. Life is so hard that the air has to leave your body. You can no longer even breathe. That's why there's so many tornadoes in the Midwest. It's just white people flabbergasting. It's like, white people love being flabbergasted. Has to be. Top 5. That would be my list. Top 5 things white people love. I go museums at number 5. All right, swimming at number 4. Being flabbergasted at number 3. Number 2, being white. It's a pretty sweet gig. I don't blame you. And then there's number 1. And look, this is my personal list. I'm not dictating anything. If you don't agree, make your own, right? It's personal preference. But there is one thing, and one thing alone, that white people love more than anything on this planet. Sweet Caroline. Let me tell you something now, Detroit. There is nothing that brings more joy to the soul of a white person than the sounds of that Neil Diamond song. I don't care where it is. I've been on every continent, in many countries. When that song plays, you see white people's eyes light up like sleeper agents who've just been activated. It happens every time, without fail. Every single time. And it's not about music, because other songs will be playing. Yeah, they'll be at a cookout, or they'll be at a baseball game, they'll be at like a company event. All the other songs are in the background, they pay them no heed. But when that song kicks in, it taps into the very DNA of whiteness. I don't know what it is, but it interrupts everything else. You'll see white people, they'll be hanging out, having conversations. They'll be like, yeah, you know, I mean, business, mergers and acquisitions, you know, it's one of those things. Yeah, I know, we should circle back. Let's put a pin in it. And that song comes in, and every single time, you think it's not gonna happen as well. It always creeps in. It always seems like it's not gonna happen. But it's always the same. It's always the same. It's always just like, sweet Caroline. See, I didn't tell you to join in. I didn't say all together now. I didn't say on the count of 3. Did you feel that? That was just your whiteness coming out. Did you feel that? Huh? That was just you. You were like, this is it. This is our moment. Oh, 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 I'm white, 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 white. Look at you right now. So you're beaming. Look at your face. Look at you. Look at that joy. 10 minutes ago, you were like, I don't know about this guy. Now you're like, best comedian ever. Don't ever lose that joy. None of you white people, you hold on to it. It is a treasure. It's the most adorable thing in the world. There is nothing that makes white people happier than that song. Nothing. That song is pure, uncut Caucasian joy. That's what that song is. White people cannot resist it. Yeah, like forget 23andMe. If you want to know how much white you have in you, play that song. The louder you respond, the whiter you are. I just saved you some money. There's no white person I've seen resist. It is the Marco to your polo. That's what that song is. Like, I'll tell you something now. If there was ever like a giant earthquake, God forbid, and people were trapped beneath the rubble, I'd volunteer to find all the white people. I'll be like, you guys find everybody else. I got this. I got this. Sweet Caroline.
Oh my God.
I found another one.
Oh my God.
Like, you okay, man? And I know right now some of you are like, oh, Trevor, we like that song, but it's not the most important to us. Oh, yeah? Then how come you didn't help me sing the anthem? Yo, Detroit, you guys have been amazing, man. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. I had such a great time with all of you. I appreciate you. Good night.
And that was TrevorNoah's Where Was I? I said where I was because it was written down where I was.
Things,
yeah. So we do have a cue card here. So it's from 2023. Where was I? So the last bit that he did there with the Sweet Caroline, he actually reused his material because I was at a live show of his about 6 years ago. The same bit, and the crowd went, you know.
Okay. No
yeah,
way!
so I experienced that in real life.
No
yeah.
way!
Where, he reused it. It was reused material, but it was his material, you know.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, yeah. But
Yeah, Neil Diamond.
yeah, he ended it so well, you know. So whoever seen him live during the tour before he hosted the Daily Show back in 2017, he had a tour. 2017 or 2018, I forgot, but yeah, that was the material he used. Just that part right there. The rest were all new. And then the national anthem, I would like to bring up. So that's, you guys don't know, like there's different rendition. That's why the Super Bowl, they have props bets. So there's like a time limit. So you could bet either it exceeds over this time limit or stays under the time limit, depending on who sings it. So I believe Reba McEntire sang this year.
Was she?
I think I forgot the Super Bowl. But yeah, that's why you had
Reba did.
Reba. Then we thought, remember Fergie had her own rendition.
Oh,
then you have a rock version.
The Fergie one
Yeah, Fergie. The basketball game was an all-star game. I just saw like the all-star players just looking at each other like.
Yep. Fergie trying so hard not to laugh. Yeah.
Yeah, so there you could just tell. You know, they looked away.
True. We have many versions. We have a rock version, electric guitar version, all kinds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said,
I never thought of it. I didn't know that. And every time he gets on stage, he brings up some stuff you can learn about. And I really love
historical stuff. He put a twist on it, like like state the facts, like then put a joke on it and all that stuff. Yeah. So that's what he's great at, even with the accent. He's good.
Especially when he was talking about Germany, because he stopped there on his tour. He gave us a bit little facts.
Yeah, I mean, you don't forget, but then just don't do it again. I like how he put it that way. Like, just remember the country's history, but it's your job not to do it, which is fair, right?
Yes.
Like an ugly past, but make sure it doesn't happen again, kind of thing. Yep.
It was a good show. Very good. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
I agree.
I really enjoyed it too. Yeah. Like I stayed quiet with the bit. It was still funny, the Sweet Caroline one, but I just stayed quiet during the whole thing because I knew I was going to talk about it afterwards.
It's true. I was in a room with Sweet Caroline, and everybody just to their lungs, they just bursted that song out.
I know it's not my style, but he is right. Because in Nashville, when you get on the streets, all the windows are open to the bands, and if someo's playing that, crowds will stop in the middle of the street to to sing this song. Everyone does lose their minds. He's right about the glazing. He's right about
Sleeper
the
agents.
Oh, yes. Yes, and it's
Oh
like
man. Yeah, he was good.
He is good.
He hasn't disappointed yet, right? Yeah.
and he's so cute.
We always say a storyteller.
Yeah,
He
storyteller. Yeah.
just keeps it going.
Yes.
Yeah. I
And
really love it. I like the Star Wars bit.
Star Wars.
Yes.
He was good with the special effects noises.
DJ, you know?
Yeah. Imagine, yeah, because he referenced Germany with changing of the lyrics, so the music is always going to be there. Remind you always of what's going on, right? Like with Darth Vader.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like too his list.
Ah.
The 5,
Top
4,
five
3,
list.
2, 1. My favorite was the flabbergasted. You know?
Oh, because you guys see me do that all the time. Yes, the
Natural.
flabbergastion.
And then you bond with someone. Share the
Yes. Yes.
same.
Very
Yes.
much so.
Ooh.
I do attest to that one.
Anything else?
No, it's fabulous. Very good show.
Yeah, again, that was TrevorNoah. Where was I? 2023. So if you do like our reaction, please like, comment, subscribe. Also hit the notification bell, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye for now.
Chee-hoo.